Everyone go back to Skylines. I think like a bunch of people have asked for this, so I'm going to do it now. A mod list along with what the mods do. I'm currently in a random map here. I think it's like flat area or something like that. It's quite nice actually. I quite like it. That's pretty good. Anyway, okay, so we're going to go in alphabetical order because that's how Sky V or whatever the hell it's called does it. So 81 tiles 2 actually. Obviously just allows you to buy all 81 tiles because you can't actually do that. I think you can only do 5x5, can't you? So before, so it'll only be yeah, it could only be this lot before, but with the 81 tiles mod you can do that. Right, to record this one again because it's wrong. Advanced building control level is actually a district thing. So you go on the district here, and this is advanced. I'm fairly certain that they are the same one. Yeah, they are definitely the same one. So you can change specific ones here, or you can change ones in in the district. So obviously new buildings, historical, and then automatically set them all. And although that doesn't seem to work at the minute, I don't really know why. Oh, it's because it's historical, isn't it? Of course. We get rid of historical and we put it down, and it should change. Okay, well, whatever. The next one is the advanced vehicle options, which I'm fairly certain is the one that allows you to change what stuff comes out of places. This one here. So obviously I've got the a UK one here, and that's like a different one, and then all random. Auto line color is literally just it just changes the. I can't really do it here, I don't think, but we'll try. Let's make sure we do that. That. So what it does, it will randomize the color of the line. So it's blue there. Blue seems to be the default. So there. So then you come out of that, and then it should automatically. Maybe I'll have to do a different one. Okay. Oh no, you unpause and it does it. There we go. That's better. Right, we've got Bob next, which is a very good one. Bob is a replacer. It just replaces props. So a lot of people use this to replace things in it. So I like to put my own car parking spaces there. So let's get rid of the car parking spaces here. Let's apply it. And then that one. Also allows you to change trees. There's no trees on that one. You can do like trees on all of them. So let's replace this. Is a tree variant too. Let's replace like fluffy grass. There you go. It's now fluffy grass, which is Bob is really good. And then we've got building control, which is actually I'll do this. I'll grab this one again, which is this little thing here. Building control. It allows you to change what the asset mode is, so we can change it to pillar. Don't know what pillar is, but okay, sure. It's like roadside. Specifically sets the roadside. This roadside actually forces it onto the grid as well. So you've got roadside there, or you've got ground or water. But path side or ground allows you to put it anywhere, which is pretty good. And then obviously you've got on water. Apparently you can put it on water. That's very weird, but sure. Okay. Building spawn point is a very good mod. Honestly, it allows you to change where all of the spawn points are. So I've not actually checked the one with the bus. So yeah, that's where all the buses will spawn. I assume that that's where all the ambulances will spawn. Honestly, I'd probably change that to like under there or something like that. Maybe over here. But either way, yeah, you can change where vehicles coming from the and going to the building spawn. Can't change it with trains, unfortunately, with train tracks, nor like depots, which is annoying because I'd really like to be able to do that, but never mind, I guess. I've got bulldozer next, which is basically this. It automatically bulldozes things for you. Automatically flooded buildings. Left shift, disable again on water sonic cycle. I've never actually needed to use this, to be honest, but okay. But it's there if you want it. It automatically destroys them if you press that button, and there's numbers there. I guess that's a thing. I don't really know. So control it. I have no idea this was what this does, but apparently it changes the main menu. So you got statistics there, you can restrict telemetry and stuff, advertising and all that stuff, and change the background. I had no idea that was even a thing, so there we are, I guess. CSL map view is a really kind of cool mod, to be honest with you. It gives you like the Ordnance Survey kind of maps of your world. I've already got one, and I will superimpose it into the video here, because I'm not going to do it here, otherwise I'll have to change some of the sources. But yeah, it's just really kind of cool. You have to do it this way. You have to go to camera, and it shows you here. Can't show it because I'm actually picking the window rather than the part of the world, but yeah, I will add in a mod for that. We've got demand controller here, which, as you might have guessed, allows you to change the demands. I've currently got it set to do I have to? Oh, I have to probably go through here then. Demand controller. Where is it then? Control Alt D. Yeah. That's not what that is. Change that. Where's the demand controller then? I found it. It was here. So there it is. You can set it to all 100. Obviously, turn it off. What's that do? Drag to move. Okay, yeah. So he turns it off. You can. I think that's assuming it turns it off. So let's move it down to 0. Oh, you literally. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, I always put it on to 100 anyway, so we can start getting things to grow. Although I guess nothing of that really matters in the ones I've been using. So I guess that's weird. So we've got District Statistics 2, which is actually quite useful in my previous series, and it's this little button here. Shows you all the stats, just a bunch of panels here. You got how many people there are, how educated there are, the crime, the Delta crime rate, I assume that is. Oh no, that's unemployment. Weird where it's called crime rate rather than unemployment. Then you've got all of the different, how much imports, how much exports of everything, total postage and centage, and the delta change in people. I used it last time for my unemployment. But again, I don't know why it was called crime rate here. That's kind of weird. Well, whatever. So I've got dynamic resolution here. I don't think it's up here at all. But basically it allows you to change the internal resolution that you're playing on. For instance, I'm playing on 4040p here. However, I can change it so that I'm playing at a different... I assume it's not in render it now. I'm playing in a different resolution. I could probably make this so that it's more dense. So that it's like I'm playing in 4K. Playing in 4K means that it gets rid of the jagged edges, and you don't have to have anti-aliasing on. That's generally what like bigger resolutions need. Set a thing for like extra. You know what I mean. Right, empty it. I'm going to double check, but I'm fairly certain empty it automatically sets and removes things at specific thresholds. Like empty it here. Yes, here we go. You can at specific times of the day. Like empty landfills at 75% and then stop at 25. This will probably take it to recycle centres and stuff. You can set cemeteries as well, snow dumps. It's just useful in general. I didn't really use it all that much because I was playing with basically free everything, so that didn't really bother me. But if you're playing with actual like money and stuff like that, then I suppose it's something that would be quite useful. And we've got extra landscaping tools, which just adds, I think all landscaping tools, it just adds in a bit more brushes. And to be honest with you, all the brushes are always really good. Like just a random, okay, that's very weird. But yes, if you want to like have a star, I don't think you can. The only problem with this one is that you can't rotate it. And it's kind of annoying, so yeah, so that is the only problem with the extra stuff, is that you can't rotate it, unlike what's coming up next. Next we've got Find It. Find It is this little button here. You can find whatever. I have been using it to add in just all of the assets that we've been using. Obviously you can use tags. You can add tags in, which I've just been doing. Like for semis here, there's a bunch of semis. Apparently there's more semis as well that I missed. Oh, useful. UK properties here. And you can do other things. You can search by all of them. Obviously, you can search by network. Just a load of good stuff, honestly. It's very, very useful. Forest Brush is probably the one thing I wanted for ages, and it's here. It used to be called Forest Brush, now it's called Forest Brush Visitors. Just allows you to put trees down. You can put it down to need money if you really want to. This is all like random ones I've put in here. So there you go. It's all just, and you can pick a load of other stuff as well. So you've got the UI here where you add brushes. That's had like blooming, that one, that, and that. And then let's make that one slightly less of a weight, so 50% here. So there should be, let's put the strength right up and put the size right up. So there should be slightly more, there should be like 50% more boab trees, which just seemed to be the case. So that's pretty great. There's not as many, what do you call it? What are these brushes here? But I don't think you can even add another one. Some of them don't even work, unfortunately. You can check the density as well, which I think is quite funny. Like put that there, and then put that right down, and then be like, just an absolute unit here of trees. But don't do that because trees are actually quite taxing on the old thing there. So don't do that. Just put that back to auto density. So Game Anarchy is one of the most important mods that we've been using. It's this here. It allows you to place, well, the first one here is place unique buildings without a limit. You can set resource options to unlimited and vanilla. This basically replaces the vanilla mods that come with that. You can set to remove pollution. I set to remove citizens and garbage because I hadn't set them up properly, but we will not be doing that for the next series, so that's fine. I turn off fire because I don't like it, to be honest with you, especially like forest fires when you don't have a forest thing. I turn those off. A helicopter, a fire helicopter, whatever the hell they're called. So building spread probability, reduce spread probability, off and off. You can put those off there. The economy, you can set the input multiplier here, which is useful, whether or not building refunds it and how long and what. So relocating mate is free. Also, I like this one here. It's like, no, it's not this one specifically. It's in the options menu here. It's Game Anarchy. This one's the one I was preferred. So you can change it so that you can always get achievement. Skip the intro. Okay. I forgot that it wasn't even a thing, to be honest with you. But yeah. And then we got unlock all, or you could choose what to unlock, which is even better. That's pretty, I always like that. That's pretty cool. And you could show you what money you want. So I've made it so that we start with $1 million. And whenever it goes down below that, it adds another $1 million. So that we always have enough. And obviously you can add it so that only goes in there, which is something we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, Game Anarchy is really good. I'm only going to passively say this. I've got harmony, but you need harmony anyway. It's the hook that you need. It's basically one of the preemptive things. I think it just hooks straight into Unity and allows you to change a load of stuff with it. But yeah, there you go. We got hide it, which is one of the most useful things I think ever. There's a specific. So I've gotten rid of the. Oh really? Assassin's button. Oh, I did not. Oh yeah, of course, these buttons up here, because I get rid of it, and the advisor button there as well, because I think that's, yeah, I don't need that there. Why would I need that? Whatever. Time panel? Oh, okay. Didn't realize you could do this. And I think you can also get rid of, so I got rid of birds and wildlife as well, because they were annoying me, but I guess we'll put that on. So there was a sound, specifically, suburban, and there's a kid there that just says the same thing over and over again, and it proper annoys me. And I was like, sounds, you can turn this off. So I thought, oh my God, finally. That's an awful sound. It's the same thing over and over again that the kid says. And it's like, this is really annoying. But you can get rid of specific props. You get rid of sprite decorations, I guess. Get rid of, tree running. Just run this fast. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't realise we got rid of the aura and all these effects. Oh. Interesting. I did not know I'd gotten rid of that. That's actually makes a lot of sense. Well, there we are. Same thing with hide TMP crosswalks. It's exactly the same thing, except that you can allow to get rid of crosswalks. I'm not entirely sure whether that's a thing or whether you need it for the markings. But, oh wait, maybe... Oh wait, it'll be from this way, wouldn't it? It'll be here. Ah, there it is. Yes, that's better. Yeah, so if you want to do that. But I always remove them anyway with the node changer here, which was something we'll go up to in a bit. Interesting one here. We got hide TMPE unconnected tracks. So let me. Oh, I'm gonna have to put. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one down on I2. Unlock it. So let me put water record. Oh yeah, I set default there. So what it does is it adds in the ability to swap to remove things that. Okay, let's just put that. So obviously here. Both these sides are allowed to connect. However, if we just set that to there and that to there, no, none of these can. All right, well, it's only that one that's connected now. Obviously, that doesn't make much sense, but you know, it just gets rid of the visual, is what I should say there. Now, one of the most important mods ever created for Minecraft here, for City Skylines, we have the intersection marking tool, and this, oh my god, this mod, it is just so useful, so good. It makes everything just look great. Obviously you wouldn't make it look like that because that looks dumb, but you know, it just allows you to create just markings on your intersection. It doesn't even need to be an intersection. It could be this. If you set this to a custom, let's get rid of the markings here. There you go. And I'm going to set this so that's there. There you go, I've got some of those, and I'm going to put one over there, because why not? That doesn't make any sense, but sure, there we go. Then I'm going to put a filler in the middle here, and I'm going to set it to be the ones that I've got here must not stop here. You can't stop in there. So, okay, sure, why not? I'm fairly certain they've also changed it so that there's like a... You can add in different fillers. Yeah, there we go, so let's add in props. No, let's add a tree there instead. So let's add a tree. Let's add the outer. There you go. There's trees in the middle of the road. Why not? But you can do that now, which is just great. I've not even begun to scratch the surface of what you could do with the intersection marker tool, but this is just a list and not a tutorial, so there we are. Next one is Lifestyle Rebalance Revisited, which basically just changes a bunch of different modifiers for when people join the city. They're not always the same person, the same age and stuff like that, and they like death and stuff like that. And it's just a rebalance of the thing, and it just makes it just in general better, because you don't get like massive death waves, which is what would change. So we've got the line tool, which allows. Let me find a prop. Let me just search for a prop. Where is it? That's a prop, isn't it? Where? So we've got prop here. And it also has a brute set. So if you put it down to single, you can add single ones here, or you can make a line of it. You can change the line or whatever. You can do like a corner. So there we go. You could also make it into a fence. Not something that would be useful. There you go. So it automatically changes. It connects them all together. That's actually kind of funny. Okay. You can also, interestingly enough, do this for buildings. So if we put a building, okay, put that there. You can also just do this with buildings as well. Not entirely sure why you'd want to do that, but there we go. But okay, sure, why not? I guess. Another quick one. I've got loading screen mod revisited. It's just a it changes the loading screen, so it actually shows you what's been loaded and stuff like that, and what's missing. There's also like a report you can get where it tells you what mods and what assets, are missing, and where to get them, which is always very useful. But yeah, there's that. A loading screen mod is one of those things that you require anyway. We've got mesh info, which I think it's Control M. Yep, just brings up the mesh of all of the assets you've got. Some of them might be really quite bad. Sort by weight. So basically the worse, red means that the density is high, so that this terrace house is actually quite small, yet the weight of triangles or whatever is actually quite big. Being red doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that it's more intricate. Like this cargo one here is is quite small, however quite intricate. But yeah, it's just useful for finding out ones that like just are really bad on the old frame rate. We got Move It, which is one of those quintessential mods really. It's like Move It down here. You've got like single Move It, where you can move it. You can hold Alt to put it to a grid. Shift. I don't know what that does. I don't know why you'd want that. But anyway, that's that. Control here does it smaller, or you can obviously pick between. Let's just pick like trees. So I just want to move these trees. There we go, move them over there or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. You can also do a picker. So pick specifically. You have to make sure that because if you turn everything off, then it's not going to pick anything. But you do actually need to pick like a node. So there you go. So it's highway. So it's just going to pick all of the highways. This is a different asset. So that's way too high. So it wouldn't pick these, but it will pick the rest of these. This is a different asset as well, so it won't pick those. We've got Network Anime? No, Network Anarchy, which is not this one. It is this one here. Allows you to change the change what this specific. So that one is follow the vanilla thing. So if you bring it over here, it will automatically make a bridge for you. If you press this one, this will force it to the ground, which will make a very weird little thing there. So let's not do that. This one forces it the use of elevated. This one forces it to use bridge, but it doesn't have a bridge. So let's go on to the thing there. So there you go. It forces it to use a bridge. This obviously forces it to use the tunnel thing there, which actually is very useful sometimes. And then you've got many different things. So you've got it's got a built-in anarchy mode, which means that you can do that. Just anarchy and stuff like that. Although this is different. This is just a different thing entirely. You've got this thing here, which like toggle road bending. What it does is, if you go with anarchy on here, it makes it straight. However, if we put anarchy off and put road bending on, it automatically makes it bendy. This is only really for highways. None of the other ones really have that. You've got toggle node snapping here, which allows you to get really close. Obviously, I'm going to need anarchy on, and it's just useful for building out sometimes. It will still connect if you have. I think if it doesn't turn, if it doesn't turn blue, then it can. Well, either way, it doesn't really matter. Now this one's the different one. It's toggle collision, which means that anarchy is not on. However, we're still allowed to go through here because there's no collision at all. It also goes through here. That allows trees to go. You would never want that, but there we go. So and even with anarchy on, it gets rid of the trees. And this one here is something that I never do. Toggle straight slope. Absolutely no idea. Don't follow terrain shape. I don't know what that does. So I guess just figure it out with that, I guess. Right, we've got another favourite of mine here. It is the network multi-tool. So we've got this little thing up here. Let me use this. Sure, I'll show you these. So firstly, we've got the two top ones here, which allows you to add and remove nodes. Adding a node has this thing here. So if you hit Control, you can see how distance they are between the two. So we add one there, add one there, add one there. Don't use too many nodes because there is a node limit in the world. And then you've got this, which is union mode, which is interesting. So let's use that to there. What it should have done, it probably will have added another node just here. If it hasn't, we'll add another one. Oh, there is a node just there, right? So union node, we add a node, click that node and click that node, so it connects the two up. And then we've got split node, we just split those nodes. So I think that's, yep, there you go. So you need to select the two. There we go, we've split the node. This one is intersect segments, but I've legitimately no idea what this does. I legit don't know what these do. So I guess if we do like that to that, oh, it connects them. Oh, Well, that's super useful. I never knew that. Okay. I assume this does the opposite. Oh, hold on. Does this reverse it? Oh, well, you're learning things with me. Cool. Right, let me just do that for the next one. Okay, so we want to make a corner here. Oh no, we can't make a corner. We'll have to redo it. No, we don't. We just do that to that. No, to that. There we go. Makes a corner for you, which is pretty good. This is one of my favorite ones here. Is that it's the height tool. It's a slope. So let's make a weird looking slope. So let's do like. Let's just put this right to the top. There we go. And then let me just mess this up entirely. Let me do that. Let's just put that right down. That one there right up. So it just does not look good at all. So, and then if we do the slope mode, click that, click the top, it will automatically do that. Now, Move It has the same functions, but I always found the network multi-tool to be better. Somehow. Raine to circle is something that I never use, and I honestly have no idea how to use it. So work for you with yourselves with that, I guess. There's one of my favorite create loop. So you click that and you click that, and it creates a loop for you. You can set how big it is, how small it is, and stuff like that with it. Then there's the S shape. I use the S shape quite a bit because it makes a nice corner. Let's move it. Make sure we click that. There we go. Made an S shape. It's not really a more of an S shape, but it, you know, if it was correctly laid out, then it would make an S shape. Then we've got the corner here. It can't make a corner because it's just not the right angle. But this should be able to make a corner. Yep, there we go. I don't like these kind of corners. Honestly, I think the S shapes look a lot nicer. So there's that. And then the parallel road tool is just fantastic. Allows you to add parallel roads with many different options. You can pick which side. You can pick the one by just picking a different one. There we go. Cool. You can make it go further out. You can make it go up a little bit more. Is that not a thing that happens? Oh, it's this one. Yep. You can invert the network. Control I. There we go. It's just really good. I had to get back to this one. I missed it. We've got the node controller here. So, oh right, yeah, we broke got all of that. You can do a load of things with the nodes here. Let's just make a straight thing here. Sure. Why not? So, we can set this to a custom say, and then set the offset. These are always really good for something like if you want to do this, where it comes out and you want to straighten them up. If you Okay, let's try that again. Straighten them up. Make it a bit further out. Make it a bit further out. There we go. And then obviously this is the part where you create the network things here. This just looks better like this. You can set it nicer. Optimize outside connections. Adds a load of different options when it comes to like outside connections, because sometimes they very weirdly they have weird things when it goes to outside connections. You can disable traffic as well, like dummy traffic, ones that just want to go out of the out without actually visiting your city. So you can disable that if you want to. I guess that's the delay to cargo vehicles compared to the default. Is that like 4 times? Yeah, I assume that's 4 times. I guess what happens is that part full cargo vehicles don't wait long enough. Okay, sure. So I think what this does is that because what happens at the end of the map, Sims spawn, then join a like a bus or a train, and I think what probably happens is that just changes it so that it waits longer. Probably, I'm not sure. Gonna be honest. Can't really show you this one, but Parkify allows you to place a bunch of what should probably be parkable things into things that you can actually add to parks. allows you to put them against paths. I think it also removes the need for a car roads as well, because I know a lot of them do require roads. So parking lot slapping, yes, exactly. Snapping is exactly what it says on the tin. You've got a parking lot road here. You've got... Okay. We need to sort that out. Yeah, so we've got things here. So it snaps to the sides, although I'm not entirely sure whether it snaps to the sides without that. So I'm not sure. Either way, you put one down and then it snaps to the other side. And you can obviously turn it off with that. Put another one down here, so we put that there. It's just useful for if you've got parking lot roads. Got the picker mod. I've been using the picker mod quite a bit. So picker here, and you can pick anything really, and it will find it. Let's pick that. Although that only does the highway. I'm not entirely sure if it picks that specific thing though. Oh, it does. I'm actually surprised. I didn't know it did that. Then obviously here it goes back to the forced ground. You can pick specific trees. Allows you to put the trees down. Allows you to pick everything in the game really, except for the ground. Ploppable Rico is kind of a weird thing really. It allows you to put down a bunch of different buildings just generally and make them not require the zone. So for instance, if you put down, let me show you these Rico based. There you go. Put that there. Let's put that in. And then it just it doesn't require the zone, but you could just put it down as it is. There's also this brings up the actual Rico things here. I didn't really use this one, to be honest, because I didn't even know this existed. So there we are. But if you want to add some things here, then that's it. So it's got its own little thing here. But also, I think it also just enables you to not require the specific zone. Also allows you to edit the things as well if you want to. I think it's this one. Yeah, Rico settings here. Allows you to change everything. Oh, there's homes? No, there's like 800 homes there now. So if we save and apply the changes. So this now has... Which one is it? Well, I know it does. Maybe I have to play. I know it does work because I've used it all of the time. Right, now we've got precision engineering, which just gives you a bunch more information regarding the creation of networks. As you can see, the angle here. Although I think the angle is actually added with vanilla now. I didn't actually notice that before. Okay, so obviously you can pressing Control allows you to change the angles. Shift allows you to get something relative to the nearest other network, which honestly is that I've never used before. Shift allows you to also Alt and Shift. Alt allows you to do very small increments, and Shift just shows you the meters there. And also, I think allows you to make just ridiculously thin. Oh, probably not. That's probably Anarchy. I don't really know, but yeah, it's not one of those other staples of mods that just allow you to find a point on the old networks here. I'm going to lump these two together. So we've got prop control and tree control. Prop control. Okay, so prop control is these things here basically. So allows you to put props anywhere. Let's just pick a prop out of here. That then. So I'm going to put them here. That's what prop anarchy does. Obviously, you know, you wouldn't want to do that, but still, you know. Prop snapping, I'm not entirely sure if that will allow you to snap props here, because I'm not entirely sure how it even works, this snapping. But I've no idea. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea, because I never used the snapping. Tree control allows you to do exactly the same thing. Let me grab the picker and pick out this tree. Does it like snap to various parts of a building? I've no idea. But it allows you to do that. Also, one thing is the lock forestry thing, which is actually quite useful. So usually there'd be actually I think there's a different colour underneath there. That signifies that is a forestry area. If we've got lock forestry on and get rid of the trees, you can see that this is still a forestry area. Same goes for this side. If we put the trees back on, remove that, and then put that back on, as you can see, it's no longer a forestry area, even though there's trees there. So that's just useful. It's just a useful thing. Next up, we've got real time. It's exactly as it says on the tin. Real time. It counts up instead of days. You can change the options here to be length. I have this to be. This is the fastest it goes, which I think I might like plop it down to 5. Apparently, like 1 is very slow, almost real time, which is kind of weird. Dynamic day length. It is. I think this is more a visual thing, but I turn off the day-night cycle anyway because it's well annoying. And it also like stop if you're building something with zones. It also stops the construction at nighttime if you want to. But obviously I don't have any of that stuff to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. Allows you to have like things that have night shifts as well. 6% of them have night shifts. 80% of people go for lunch. It's just I find it better than just going every day because it's I don't know, I just like it. I just prefer it. Now we've got realistic population 2. Another thing that's exactly the same on the tin. I think the population is no, it's not fudged, is it? It's more of the fact that a lot of, like this for instance, without realistic population, we'll probably have like 2 households. Something like this will probably have like 3 households. So this just rebalances that and makes it so that this is a 1 household thing. You can also change it in here to be like, you can set the density, you can set what it is, you can override the amount as well. So it's just one of those things that's just really. Oh, that's why we didn't set. That's why this didn't change, isn't it? Because we had realistic population. So let's change this into realistic population. Override to 800 to 500 homes. Add, save and apply. So there we go. These have got 500 homes in now. Ta-da! Render it is something that I haven't really used all that much, but it allows you to change different settings. I think the only thing I used it for was to get rid of the fog. I think that's in post-processing. No, I do not know. I'm going to be honest with you, but I was able to get rid of the fog. Because I just got rid of the fog, like, because I made a city right at the end. I made a little town right at the end here, and the ending fog was quite far in, so I removed that. I don't know how to do that, and it doesn't go far enough. This not in the scope of this in this little video. Not really a little video now. It's taken longer than I thought. Resize it is a thing that annoys me sometimes, but it's there. It's this little thing here, allows you to change the size of these. I don't know what that does. Crashes the game apparently. Cool. Okay, well, this video has gone long enough, I'm going to be honest with you, so I'm just going to do it here. I'm just going to go through the rest of them. Ron is a network replacer. It's really good. Allows you to change, like if you've got a load of networks that you don't want, you can change them into something else before you get rid of the mod, something like that. Roundabout Builder allows you to build roundabouts really easily without having to do the whole corner networks, and it will just build one out for you. Skyv is the thing I'm using to set profiles and stuff. It just allows you to disable, enable a bunch of assets, disable mods and stuff like that with outside of the game, and it will show that inside of the game as well. Theme Mixer allows you to mix themes together. It's one. I know it's exactly the same as the name, but say if you've got like a ground texture that you really like in one, but you prefer the lighting of the other, then you can put the ground texture in that, and then keep the lighting of that one. TMP is the traffic manager. It's once again a very basic mod. That was not basic mod, it's a very complex mod, but it's a basic mod that is really needed. It changes how the traffic works, changes how people go in and out of places, allows you to require parking rather than being able to put their cars in their pockets, which is what the default thing is. Allows you to change when and where people go in intersections. You can get rid of crosswalks. You can add traffic lights. You can create your own traffic lights and stuff. It's just super good. Toggleable whiteness is a weird named thing, but basically it allows you, if you've got the eye open at the top left with all of the information there, if you have that open, it stays open when you're doing the thing. So if you've got traffic, you want the and you've got the network out, then you keep the traffic up, and it's just kind of useful. Transfer Manager CC is one of those things that allows you to change virtually everything about transferring things. For warehouses and stuff, you can disable importing. You can tell to only go a specific district. You can tell it to only go to a specific area. You can tell it to only go to a specific building. There's loads of different buildings that allow you to change that, like rubbish places allow you to change that. The police allows you to only use one district. It's just super useful. UI resolution changes the UI depending on how big the resolution is, and I played in 45p and it was tiny before, and now it's not, so that's good. UK district names and streets is irrelevant, to be honest with you. It's not something that I think I'm going to install, because I'm probably going to do them myself, to be honest with you, so just ignore that. Undo it is one of those things that allows you to undo things. It doesn't work for everything, but if you do something wrong, you can press Ctrl Z and it usually undoes it. Unified UI is really good. It's that little drop down thing that I was basically using everything with, and allows you to put buttons there. A lot of mods add in the ability to put it there to begin with, but you can force things to go there if you want to, and most of the time it works. You've got unlimited outside connections. Exactly what it says. You can have unlimited outside connections, and it's really good. It's really useful for creating your own motorways, adding tracks. I also think it enables you to add in plane and ferry things in game as well, so that's kind of useful. Watch It was I don't know if you saw, but on the right hand side of the game window there was a bunch of red and green buttons that allow you, that's just at a glance of like if there's enough electricity, if there's enough water, if there's enough coverage for other things. Zoning Adjuster allows you to disable and enable zoning on a specific road at any time. I like to add in assets and then disable the zoning because it's just nicer that way. And that's it. That's all of the mods I'm going to be using for the next series, and that's all of the mods I've used for Clearshire.